Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Zeffy Plays, and today we're going to be playing some more Minecraft. Cause memes. I don't even remember what I did last time in this world. Oh, we're at my house. Hello. So today, I decided, since I have my underground little base over there, I decided why not build a trapdoor, well, not trapdoor system, but like a targeting system. You guys will see what I mean in a second. Alright, so first thing we're gonna need: grass, sticky pistons, repeaters, redstone, and lever, as well as dispensers. So my friend, he was on to make a design where multiple pistons would shoot at once. I told him that's gonna be a hard design because he kept trying to do it where it was like, let me try to explain. He kept trying to do this, and then eventually have them all connect. But I said, instead of doing that, and then having them fire like that, why not do all three like this? So I told him to try it, and then he tried it, and then he did that. I said, so what you're supposed to do instead, you take repeaters, line them up, and then put this here, and now all three of them would shoot. Now, for purposes, take 64 arrows. So let's say that you get bored with this design, you don't feel like flicking a lever each time, right? Or a lever. So what you would do is you take a redstone comparator, put it right here. Well, let's back it up some. Put it right there. That. Make sure the light's on so it's running into itself. Give it a source. This will shoot until you tell it to stop. But let's say that you forget that it's on. Then you have yourself another problem. This is all going to make sense in a moment. We're just explaining stuff. So, if you press a button, does a little bit. But the thing is, when you have something as wide scale as this would work. Oh wait, well, they don't have arrows in them. I'll get the materials back later. I think I'm just gonna use this world to like show off different ideas that I came up with. Now, to be completely honest, this dispenser idea isn't mine, but what I do with it is mine. So then, turn that off. They all shoot. Make it into a button. Then there was this problem that I had. And that's working, but before, I wasn't sure why, but it was doing something where like, it would only press once, as if you had it like this. So it would only shoot once, and I was like, okay. So then, let's just double it. I don't think I remember this working. Like, this design, I know for sure that one worked, but basically what I did was I had run it through it twice. And I think what all that was, I just didn't have the first one on. Because, yeah, I see, then that one turns off. But if you have the second one on... Well, I don't remember what I did. I might just have to go back to the world and show you guys. Anyways, so... if you have enemies, they're probably going to expect this because you can see it. So I was thinking, what if we make it that way they can't see it? So now we had our design. I'm gonna come over here, and we're gonna take some of this. Also, just so you guys know, if you're ever placing redstone next to each other, it'll always turn into a line, no matter whether there's a redstone input next to it, whether it like needs to put in something or not. So that's why, if you ever watch videos on like how to build stuff and they use redstone, they normally do this if they had to lead into something, because this is what you do, and no matter what, no matter how close or how far, it'll always go into the repeater. So let's start with our first design. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 pistons, so we need 8. We have 8 dispensers, we need 8 pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. So, I keep making this mistake. You dig into the ground, however many dispensers you need, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, take it like this, put in multiple redstone repeaters, and put a grass block on top of all of them. Now all these repeaters need to lead into one source. So let's make that one source right here. And for this, you'd want a lever, so that way you can open and close them at will. So right now it doesn't make sense, but what you would do instead, you'd surround this by blocks. So that way, because when it's up, that means that you can't see the dispensers. So I'm gonna cover up all this. And our lever's gonna be right there. I will cut to, after I finish this design, I'm gonna show you guys how I decide to do it instead, because I lit it up into a little hut. So it's supposed to be like defensive. So now you take your dispenser, redstone, comparator. I don't think I needed that. Basically, you take all this stuff, right? And you'd go 1, 2. Okay, hold on. Let me just let it down. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. It should look like a normal hill or like a normal mountain, depending on where you build it. So as you guys can see, it covers all of them. And then you lead in some repeaters. Now I'm doing this for different reasons. Probably just gonna drag that out a little bit more. Then you want to take it right here. Now we're gonna do the design that I talked about before. You take this, put that like that, turn it into itself, and then let's just put the lever right here. So they all shoot at once. But instead of a lever, so you don't waste all of your arrows, you might just want to do a button that'll shoot a couple of times, then it stops. This is good because if you're trying to just like scare your friend, you might not want to waste all those arrows in case they're like poison. So different things like that. I'm dragging this into here. So this is the basic design. And then you would just extend and stretch the redstone however you wanted to. And I tested this on another world that I played with my friend, because he's the one who gave me this idea. And once I'm done showing you guys how this would work, I'm going to cut over to that world, because it's finished. Yeah, I got more than I needed. Okay. So, from this standpoint, it looks like a normal hill. But let's say somebody walks up, or it's like a zombie or something. You put them down, and then you'd press the button immediately after. That's why you probably want to have these next to each other. Shoots a couple of arrows, and then it's done. So I'm gonna make it nighttime. Let's test this. I'm gonna spawn a couple of zombies. I think it shoots, well, okay, so it shoots 38. You guys can do the math if you want to. 64 times 8 divided by 38. I think that's right. Is it? I don't know. You guys can check that if you want. It's really not that important though. So we have multiple zombies that we want to get rid of. You do that, you would let it down. Press the button. Now obviously it's not going to do that well, but you press the button a couple times. And it has a limited range too. But I think I spawned like a couple and it took out some of them. That's fine, you can always just take out what's ever left. This is mostly for like if people are showing up, but you don't want them to. Now, for like extending time, I don't know about that. But I'm going to go over to my friend's world and show you guys there what I made as a finished product. Alright, I'll see you guys when we get back. Alright, and now we're back. Which, that noise, yeah, I have a wood that's happening. I would like for him to be quiet, but whatever. I used to have a Ravager. This guy's still here. I used to have some Phantoms in here. But this man keeps blasting the side. I can't fly right now, hold on. He keeps blasting the side, and before I made his cell too small. So he had escaped and got up to like right about here. But I made his cell out of bedrock, so he's trapped. Hey, bro. Can you hush? Anyways, let's go up to the surface. Oh, this is another design I made. It's a lab. It gets more in depth at the top. I didn't really want to do the walls because that just felt like too much. And don't tell the people who are on the server, but you look over here, there's a whole entire row of TNT. So the second somebody doubts me, or the second somebody tries to cross me, I got them with the TNT. I can blow up this whole entire house. Also, for anybody who's wondering, in order to do this, you just put 2 signs and you crouch, right click, and you get a painting. This is my friend's room. We don't really use this world anymore though. That exit shaft got butchered, so now we're on this one. This world is full of good stuff. Okay, so here it is. As you guys can probably see, it does look like a stone mountain until you see that. So here's how I had made it. Basically, I think you entered from the back. Well, yeah, this is how you enter. You enter from the top, because it's a little sheltered. The lever controls the pistons. If it's down, then the levers are up, and if it's up, the pistons are down. Press that, and it would shoot poisonous arrows. And the way I did this was I took some redstone, ran it in just like how I said, and then it goes back through here. Yeah, see, this is the problem. Like I said, I probably just didn't turn it on. So I ran through 2 comparators because of that. Goes up, this one leads to the button, that one leads to the levers. Hold on, because I want to try to get down here without messing up the redstone. All the pistons are down here. So this leads up. There's a redstone repeater, so that way it continues. Runs through this, that. Takes up the 2, these are the pistons right here. So it sucks out a signal and puts it into this. They both connect. Well, actually, no, they don't connect with each other at all. This one just goes up here, and the pistons just go right there. I'm trying to get up here. So yeah, this is the monstrosity that I somehow built. You know, it actually works pretty well. Let me press the button real quick. Shoots a couple. down here, pistons are up. It doesn't look like it because the redstone signal is being dragged out. But once I go to the front, you guys will see that all the pistons are up. I had to like get rid of some of the dispensers because the pistons were too long, and sometimes when it comes to redstone, see like little mistakes like that, tick marks, sometimes it'll just keep on the whole entire thing. That's why you can't really have too many dispensers. I think all of them should be up. Yeah. And you see, if you were to look at this, you would just think it's a fort. You wouldn't be able to tell that it's not, what you call. This is, honestly, these type of designs are best for mountains. Because it goes farther. This would just look like a fort, like a lookout. And then somebody presses that lever. These come down immediately. I think it's actually this row. Yeah. These come down and then start shooting. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And this is ep2. Oh, wait, I jumped backwards. Signing out.